What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, MASAI Stadium, coming back with another one. We got a great weekend coming up of NFL football. College football's over. I'm sad to see it, but hopefully my program gets better. We ain't here to talk about that. We ain't here fire Lincoln right. Ooh, we ain't here to talk about that though. But hopefully whoever your college program, let me know in the comments, y'all. If y'all in the college ball, if y'all love NFL too, let me know who your team is. My team's still in it. I'm loving it. Um, it took me a minute to get adjusted to what the Seahawks are doing. How we moved on from Mike McDonald. I don't like Pat McAfee. I need to stop watching him too. But shout out Pat, but it's just how he mentions the Seahawks sometimes. It's like it's unneeded stuff like, oh, we're far away in the Pacific Northwest and they don't get covered, and he says it every time he mentions the Seahawks. I watch everybody like he's the one that like kind of beats that drum the most, and then Nick Wright does too. It seems like he kind of gets behind Pat and says like, oh, like they're in the Pacific Northwest and yada yada yada, but Pat be up in Oregon and covers Dan Lanning all the time and knows his players and how fast his fast players are. And Dante talks about Dante Moore and loves it up there, but he never throws it up there like he never says that when he mentions Oregon and all the other stuff. But neither here nor there. I don't know what his program got against the Seahawks. Like I know Ty Schmidt, and he's a Packer fan, so he got clapped in the champion. He got clapped in some championship games, recently. Russell Wilson's four pick game, and that was insane. That made me fell in love. You know what I'm saying? And then afterwards, some things happened. We get it. The Super Bowl happened, but we hear. But if we get Patriots in the Super Bowl, we here to right them wrongs. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm loving. I'm just, it's blessings on blessings. If we get that rematch with the Patriots, hopefully you can right those wrongs and see what Sam Darnold does and JSN and this defense. This defense is crazy. And a lot of people, what they're not mentioning about is this Seahawks defense, and it's Demarcus Lawrence and what he was saying in the beginning of the year, y'all. Like with Micah Parsons, I don't know if y'all remember that. I'm not gonna pull up like because I don't got all the graphics and all that other stuff, like the big programs do. But stick with me though. But Micah Parsons and Demarcus Lawrence, they had got into it in the beginning of the year, and Micah said, "Oh, you're not gonna make it to the Super Bowl," and I think DeMarcus said we're going to do better than what you did, and all the media shows were like, the Seahawks got no chance of making the Super Bowl, and they'll be nowhere close to the Super Bowl. And look where we are now, y'all. Look where we are now. Eat your words, dog. Eat your words, everybody. We love it. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in Drake May. I think the Seahawks really we have the best chance to win the Super Bowl if Sam Darnold can look like how he did in some of his like against maybe the Buccaneers or some of these other games. Like just get Jason moving and hit him in stride, and you know what I'm saying, get the play action. Just when he gets into the rest, he needs to work. The Rams defense, they say it's his kryptonite. Hopefully he can overcome that. Hopefully the our defense can stop Sam Stafford today. I don't know why I said Sam Stafford, but he looked like Sam Bradford a little bit though. Don't get me wrong. Hopefully we turn him into a Sam Bradford in this championship game. We don't need him throwing for 430 yards like he did the last time we saw him. We beat him though, but it was a close one and we almost lost the game. I turned that game off, y'all. Sam Darnold, he was turning into a pumpkin again, and then the kick happens, and I'm like, hey, yo, like I'm seeing it on social media. I'm like, okay, I gotta turn the game on, and we win it. So I'm like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's that Seattle way, y'all. If you haven't learned by now, you know what I'm saying? You gonna learn someday, okay? Because if you haven't seen these Seattle wins, like we have the craziest wins maybe ever in NFL history, or the last 21st in the 21st century. I think we got the most craziest wins, most historic plays or something like Beastquake. You have Russell Wilson. I mean, the comeback against the Packers. Some bad memories too, like the Super Bowl, and then the Super Bowl against the Broncos, and then the Legion of Boom. Cam Chancellor's like 99-yard pick. What like going against Tom Brady in those years. So yeah, like a whole lot of memories. And then on the other side, you have the Patriots and Broncos coming up in the AFC Championship game. That should be a good one too. It's exciting. It's gonna be a great weekend, y'all. I'm excited. Man. So you got Drake May, young buck, and then you got the backup quarterback, but that defense is gonna be humming to get after Drake May, and we're gonna see what Will Campbell versus Benito gonna look like. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they moved him to guard next year. You know what I'm saying? Will Campbell. Um, because he getting beat, but let's see, it's his rookie year. Let's see if they start him out at that position next year and work his way up and see if he becomes a top, 15-year Hall of Famer in the league. So I'm hoping Will Campbell seems like a great dude to be around, like just humble and worker too, like hard work, protect his quarterback, all that. So what an old lineman should be, pretty much. And Drake May, he cool. You know what I'm saying? I like Drake. He great quarterback, but I don't. I'm not trying to base it off personality. He's a good QB. I like Burrow. Who else? I wouldn't. Drake of. I think he just plays for the Patriots, y'all. That's kind of why I'm hating on him. I don't like the Patriots. I don't like to see this rise that they coming up. If they win us another one, I can't have. We can't have it, y'all. We can't have another Super Bowl. So shout out Drake May. It's nothing against him. It's the team he play for. You know what I'm saying? So Vrabel's a great coach too. The thing about Vrabel, I feel like the Titans should never let him go. I feel like I mentioned this in another video, but what the Titans did was just wrong. Like they let him go after a playoff game or something like that. It was multiple years of playoff games and then losing. I think they missed it one year maybe, but he still had a winning record. But it's what he had with those rosters that he was putting up in playoff games. He kept getting those teams a playoff win, like multiple playoff wins some years, and then like AFC Championship game against the Patriots, and then some games they beat the Patriots one year, and it's like you have Derrick Henry, but it's like Derrick Henry was your whole team, and then you get rid of him, you get the new coach, and you sign Tony Pollard, you sign the Calvin Ridley. You're gonna get the number one pick. You sign all these players in the free agency, and it looks like you're just gonna turn your whole roster around after Vrabel leaves. And it's like, why didn't you give Vrabel this when he was here? So then you get like kind of the fake. Now you fire Callahan, and then now you kind of get the fake Vrabel or the guy that's like second closest that could be a Vrabel and the DC for the 49ers, Sala. So uh, what the Titans are doing, it's like if I don't really like the owner, what she did with Vrabel, but shout out with the page. Like I like Vrabel as a coach. I think he's a really good coach. I think he just should be with the Titans right now. But that's neither here nor there. Salah is like the second best guy to Vrabel, really like that player's coach. Like Dan Campbell, something like that. So Dan Campbell just needs to. He's just hard nosed all the time. He needs to lean back on the hard nosed stuff a little bit, the fourth downs and all that other stuff. So, but we gonna see about Rich Eisen and the boys are talking about in this one. I kind of gave my predictions on everything. Not predictions, but just a little rundown on what's gonna happen. Uh, these playoff games. It's not gonna be Bo Nix, but Stidham. I feel like, I mean, you have Sean Payton in there. They gonna work. I feel like they gonna work. It's not gonna be. I think he can pass for over 200 yards, y'all. If I'm not a better, but if I was on the apps or whatever, I would bet over 200 to be honest with them. The running backs, I think they got like Moss in there, Zach Moss. I'm not sure who their running backs is. I don't really watch Broncos football, but I know their defense is great. Cortland Sutton in there. He's really good. Who else they got? I know Cortland was making a whole bunch of like nice catches last week to get him in the playoffs and everything. And then they have the little fast guy too, 19. So I think I think Broncos. I'm really hoping Broncos pull it out because I want either way. It's gonna be a rematch for the Seahawks. So you know what I'm saying. hey, I'm all here for it. I'm here to watch the Super Bowl, kick back, see what's gonna happen. I want my Seahawks to win, obviously. But I didn't expect us like we were not as I was never expecting us to go this far, to be honest. Like I was kind of like iffy with Mike McDonald and everything, but hey, Mike McDonald's our coach now. We can battle with them in the NFC West. Hey, we're not supposed to lose to the Niners, and this can't be a one and done. You know what I'm saying? So after this, if Sam Darnold falls off a cliff, we got some dudes in the background. Hey, Jay the Milrow. Hey, JM6, bro, he can't lose. JM6 can't lose, bro. Win, lose, or draw. So,
Never say never, but never.
What's more likely presented by Pella Windows and Doors? Chris Brockman, the floor is yours.
Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Good to see you. As we reported here first, Championship Sunday is taking place in just 48 hours.
It is our exclusive. I appreciate you bringing that up.
Yeah, of course, of course. Guys, what's more likely to be the higher total? Let's start in Denver. Drake May, Jarrett Stidham combined touchdowns and turnovers, or total sacks by both teams.
Oh, I'll go total sacks.
These defenses can hit.
Yeah, I'll go total sacks. Again, May has been...
hold on. Let me read this real quick. Higher total May Stidham combined TDs and total sacks by both teams. Ooh. I'll go, yeah, Stidham combined TDs, turnovers, or whatever.
And he has turned it over, but they keep winning for various reasons because they're a stout team. And May just gets up and makes plays, and the defense doesn't allow the turnovers to be turned.
You think Stevenson has a big game? You think it's a big run day for the Patriots? Maybe. Ooh, that's a tough one now because I'm thinking about it. I'm still gonna stick with it. May Stidham combined TDs, turnovers. I'm gonna
into points.
go over that one.
And so I think Denver's going to get some eats. And then on top of it, Stidham's going to take more sacks than Knicks.
Hold on, let me change it for y'all.
I'll go with the total sacks by both teams.
Let me get
more than touchdowns and turnovers combined. Now, rushing touchdowns are removed from this, correct? Unless May or Stidham run it in, correct?
Yeah, they can run it in, yeah.
Okay, so it's May, Stidham, total touchdowns
and
accounted for.
And turnovers.
And turnovers
Yep.
versus, I'll take the sacks.
Sacks, yep.
What else?
More likely to be the bigger number in this game. Drake May rushing yards or longest Will Lutz field goal? Drake May had 66 rush yards.
Yeah, I'm going to go Drake May rush yards.
Only 10 against the Texans.
I'll go Drake May rush yards. I'll do that.
Yeah. No, I'll go longest field goal. I don't know what his longest is, but hey, I think if he goes over like 45, I think Drake is gonna have like a 30-yard game. Honestly, I don't know how, I know people underestimate Drake as a runner and all that, but I know they don't want him to be a runner. I don't think he's gonna have like a 70-yard rushing game, anything like 60-yard or whatever. Or yeah, I don't think I'll give him if he gets over four, he might get like a 38. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go 38-yard rushing game, something like that, somewhere around there.
I think he's going to, if you guys win, I think his superpower of showing off the arm and the legs is what's going to take you home.
Yeah.
So I'll go Drake May rush yards in this game because I don't think New England's just going to be inundated by Denver's defense, and Stidham's going to show up and just ball out to the point where May's going to have to. Well, even if you are coming back, there'll be moments where May will just take off. I'll go Drake May rush yards.
Okay.
Yeah, how many rush yards did Josh Allen have last week? You keep
question.
going. I'll
look
find
that
out.
up, and I'll move on.
Move on, sir.
Both these plays, teams can definitely hit the big play downfield. TJ more likely to have the longest reception. Keyshawn Boutte,
Hey.
or Cortland Sutton.
Boot, hey.
60 yards. It was 66 yards rushing for Josh Allen. Is that what you said last week? Okay. Yeah. Thank you for buttoning that up. I'll go Booty.
I ain't gonna say it.
Booty.
Yeah.
Booty. I don't know. I thought it was Bout. I was trying to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, but no, it's Booty. Yeah, shit. First thing you think of is class, bro. Well, how was it for him in class, bro? That's the first thing I thought of. Like, damn, like, no, like, non-teacher, it's Booty. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
I, is Riley Moss on him or is Pat Sertan on him?
Good question. I don't know what they're going
Okay.
to play at defense.
All right. Yeah, I will go Kayshawn Booty. Although Cortland Sutton might have the game of his life because Stidham is going to be
Rip it, quote unquote.
ripping it in a way that Nix doesn't.
That's what I heard. Rip
I mean, again, Nix takes more sacks than Stidham, but I think Stidham has the chunk play winging it around type.
Shout out Rich, too, because I feel like he had the best job ever. I want to tell Rich this personally one day and get his side of the take and things. Hopefully, I get to do that one day. Um, But yeah, he worked. He had game day. He still does game day morning and game day afternoon and game day final and all that on NFL Network. But it was just the cast he was surrounded with. It's all respect to Rich. No disrespect, but it was like he was surrounded by all Hall of Famers and not being to play in the NFL, like being a person that doesn't play in the NFL, to be surrounded by Dion, Kurt Warner, Marshall Falk, Michael Irvin, who else? Like Shannon Sharp, LaDainian Thomason, like just like Hall of Famers. Like they had a crazy staffed on that NFL Network crew, and he was the one kind of like the center glue to that. So shout out Rich Eisen, man. He had one of the best jobs. He when I was younger, I was watching him. I kind of looked up to Rich Eisen and just that relationship he had with Dion and Michael Irvin and how much they respected all each other and how much they didn't make it seem like a they didn't make it seem like a TV show more it seemed. So, just conversation. So that was cool.
The game that Nix is growing into more consistently. That would be my guess. But I'll just take Booty. Just because you wanted me to say those words into a microphone and people could meme it.
Both these play callers in this
That's
game,
for you because I know you're a child in the corner.
I know. I just gonna be
can be
That's what TJ said.
in their bag, as everyone likes to say. Sean Payton and Josh McDaniels. Are there more likely to be more combined trick plays in this game or head coach openings on Monday?
I'll go head coach openings on Monday. I don't know if the Raiders are going to have one, and the Browns are, the Browns are yet to be Rudy Rule compliant, which is wild for a team that has been interviewing coaches or are able to since the Monday after the season.
wow, right?
Arizona Raiders. So even if there's 3 openings by then,
Okay.
let's just
Not getting
go on
three
the
trick
low
plays
side.
in this game?
No.
We need some good tomfoolery though.
More combined trick plays. And more head coach openings on Monday. Ooh. I'm gonna go head coachings on Monday. How much we got? Like 9 or 8?
It's always
Sean Payton's good for something. Josh McDaniels,
You know it's good
King
for
of the double
tomfoolery.
who's that?
Booty. You're welcome.
Love it.
Listen to you giggling like you're 7.
All right, let's go
You're
to
a child.
Seattle.
That's why I'm here.
Let's start this off with the obvious one before we get to some more fun stuff. Offensive Player of the Year candidate, more catches, more yards, Puka or JSN?
I'll go Puka.
Last time,
He's been way more consistent in terms of Puka outsized numbers.
This is what I'm scared of. A game like he had last game. I think he had like 230 yards on us last game. Oh, you don't hear numbers like that nowadays, boy. Like, God. So hopefully Witherspoon and Woolen can do something with him. Kobe Bryant, play some zone coverage on him. They need to scheme up him and take Stafford out of it because sometimes like Stafford plays the game like a quarterback should play the game, like Brady. Like you watch the games now, you watch Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, a lot of quarterbacks nowadays, guys. They they look around at the defense and don't change the play. They don't talk to their own linemen. They just let the play develop and just say down to hike and run the ball or let the just pass it. You don't see back in the day you saw like when Rivers came back, you saw Rivers, hey, talking to his own line, check down, whatever, like talking to his own line, talking to his receivers, maybe changing the play up if he didn't like something, you know, all the good stuff you want to see from a quarterback. Like when you watch Peyton Manning play, when you watch Tom Brady play, like all the quarterbacks back in the day, you saw they were changing things at the line. You know, nowadays you see none of that nowadays. If I was a quarterback, like I play Madden, if y'all don't play Madden, y'all change the play at the line. You know, whatever. Like if you don't like what you like, you know, you make your receiver run a slant. You make your tight end run a go or a dig route, whatever. You know, why don't they have see if I was a quarterback in the NFL, I would have this is just simple. Like you can have like a tap on the head, double tap, baseball, whatever. But I was thinking like five fingers, whatever. I hold like if I hold up five, that means a slant. If I hold up a four, that means a go. If I hold up a three, that means a dig. You know, you get what I'm saying? And then we change it up every quarter, you know, and then the five now means a go route, and then the three now means a slant, and the four now means a dig. So, you know, I would change it up like that if I was a quarterback. I would just say it to my receivers. I would make it into like the slant me tap, uh this mean go something. You don't see nothing from the quarterbacks nowadays like that. So I don't know. It's a bad thing to see. It means like when you hear a lot of people nowadays online saying like quarterback play is down. I'm like, yeah, like you see it, you watch it with your own eyes, because like none of the guys. I don't know if it's like quarterbacks making their offensive coordinator look good or whatever, like making them look good, and they can't change the play that way, so it doesn't make the offensive coordinator look good and all that. If you change the play, so I don't know, but yeah.
JSN has
A month ago
over
when
the
they
last 2
played, he
months.
had what 12 for 225 or something in the
Yeah,
game.
man, I'm gonna go Puka Nakua. I'm gonna do that. Yeah,
That game was.
I'm not saying this means the Rams win. You're asking what's more likely,
Right.
and Puka has been going off for the last 2 months, and JSN has not gone off. He doesn't have to.
Is he going to snipe this award from JSN?
It's entirely possible.
I think so.
When can you tell us?
But yeah, I would go Puka though. I would go Puka and maybe yards. I think Jason's still gonna have a day, but hopefully Puka doesn't have a day. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm going Puka down. Puka down yards. Puka down yards. Yup. Jason up. Why would I even do that? I'm a Seahawks fan. Why would I even do that? Like, I would even never betray y'all like that. Like, don't even put that on me, y'all. Like, I would never. I was
The player of the year.
Yes,
I was
sir.
going crazy.
I'm not allowed to. They
My
don't want
bad.
me to tell anybody.
Come on.
You just.
Tell after it's announced, though, right?
Oh well, it's going to be
And that's
made public.
relevant.
Every vote I had will be made public if you want to seek it out.
Oh, I guess I didn't even think about. Yeah.
What else, Chris?
Who's more likely to have the longer play in this game in
Dak
Seattle?
Who did you think I voted for offensive
Dak
player?
Prescott.
McCaffrey.
Thank you.
See, look at the Cowboys fan talking in the back. I forgot I don't know what his name is. The black dude. Shout out to. I don't want to do that to him. I don't want to do the black dude. But you know, it's all love. It's not like that. It's not like that. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know the Cowboys fans gonna mention their guy. You know what I'm saying.
To have the longer
You gotta
play
do
in this
that.
game, Devontae Adams reception or Kenneth Walker run?
Great question.
Thank you.
I'll go Kenneth Walker run.
Ken Walker's been
He's been
fire these.
He's been gashing on downs and distances you don't expect gashing to take place. He's been spry. He looks spry. I know, and he's going to have more carries, one would think, which
Kenneth Walker run. I think it's gonna be a blowout. Honestly, Seahawks blowout. Honestly, Rams ain't ready, bro. Rams are not ready.
Charbonnet out, right?
Devontae retires after the game too.
No sense. Like
Does Stafford retire too, and then they draft a quarterback like Beck? Oh,
This is it. Torpedoes be damned now, man. Either you're done for the year or you get a week off. So go for it. What's the point? There's no sense in waiting. So they're going to, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. And as you know, Devontae has been more lethal in red zone play than in between the 20s in terms of chunk plays. Although I keep watching back. Do you keep seeing that throw from in overtime, right hash to left sidelines, that Stafford would even think, I can get it there. I'm going to rope it in there. You know, with probably, 3 hours into the game, 19 possessions into the game or whatever it was. Yep. I'm gonna frozen rope this thing, and Adams is gonna toe drag swag it. Yep. That's truly unreal.
Professional ball thrower, professional catcher.
Yes, sir.
These two teams have played phenomenal games this season. A 2-point game in SoFi.
Yes.
A 1-point game up in Seattle. More likely to be the greater number. Darnold and Stafford combined interceptions or the final margin of this game.
Oh, good one.
Final margin. Final margin.
I'll go final margin.
Yep.
I think I've got a stat to support this too.
Was it 3 points?
3 combined points this season.
Here it is. It's just the third instance in NFL history of teams that split a regular season series with a combined point margin of 1 or fewer meeting in a conference championship game. Okay? Both previous instances, the third time ended up by being decided by 13 or more points.
Whoa.
1985, New England beat Miami 31-14, and in 1980, the Eagles defeated Dallas 20-7. Sorry to bring that up for you, TJ, but so I'll go margin of victory because in the previous 2 instances of 2 such tight contests,
TJ mad. Shout out to we got his name. Shout out to TJ. Shout out TJ. We got his name.
Each other in the playoffs the third time, it's been much looser.
Shout out T.
Correct.
All right, 2 more. Is it more likely the Seahawks score a defensive?
You didn't think I'd have a stat for an answer?
I didn't, but that was phenomenal.
Well, wait a minute. What does it say on my, on my computer screen right here?
Like the candle?
No.
Stats run the world.
Lead pipe wheeling
Lead pipe.
professional.
Thank you.
Professional.
Yep, that's me.
Is it more likely?
Who put that sticker here?
I thought you
Thought it was
No, I didn't. Somebody did. I guess that's a what's more likely. Who's more likely to have taken that sticker and put it on my... Anybody here? Bueller?
just blame RJ.
Knives Out situation. We got to check.
We can make our top.
Knives out.
Is it more like 2 more? Is it more
Detective
likely
Benoit is going to come here and suss it out.
the Seahawks score a defensive or kick return touchdown, or a Rams tight end catches a touchdown?
Oh, Rams tight end. Yeah. Rams tight end.
And that will be their only touchdown, okay? Actually, hold on. Ooh, no. Let me get the Seattle. Yeah, we getting defensive touchdown. Yeah. No. I thought I was doing more. More like who's gonna get more, who's gonna get less or what. But I think Seattle will get a touchdown for sure. Maybe both. I think both. It's very likely both of them happen because Seahawks been on a tear. So.
Although the Rams special team.
And I try not to be biased all the time. You know what I'm saying? I try not to. It's like
This has been the issue, isn't it?
It's like F the Rams, F the Niners, Cardinals. Who are you? We don't see you. What type of bird? You know what I mean? St. Louis? Oh yeah.
Damn.
He fast.
I'll just do Rams tight ends because there's 4. There seems to be 19 of them.
There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of them. Good action.
You got one more?
Last one, real quick. More likely, the Super Bowl matchup is Sean versus Sean, Sean versus Mike, or Mike versus Mike.
Bro, I'm literally 5
Sean
minutes ago that was
versus
going
Mike.
through my head. Had no idea this was going to be your question.
All the head coaches
Yeah, or
are either Sean or Mike.
I'm going to take a Sean versus.
Does it matter? Like it's just Seahawks versus who, Rams versus who, like Sean versus Sean, Mike. I think it'll be Mike versus Mike, of course.
versus Mike because that way I don't have to reveal who I'm choosing yet.
Yeah, you kind of gave him an out.
You don't know what Sean? You don't know which Mike.
Look at you.
So I'm going to go Sean. This is not my first rodeo.
Look.
I'm going to go Sean versus Mike.
I tried to box you in.
No,
I'm going Mike versus Mike.
Sean, Mike.
Thank
I'm
you,
calling my shot.
Einstein.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for
I
that.
did, Rich.
Check us out
I
every
did. But yeah, that was a good episode, y'all. Thank y'all for sticking with me to the end. Let me know in the comments who y'all think gonna win the game. I'm excited for this weekend. What's the plans for y'all? Where you going? Who you watching it with? What are like everything? You know what the vibes gonna be like? But do everything what the YouTubers say. I ain't gonna say it. Shout out. I'm out. Almost. I'm almost out.